What's good with you guys? Your boy Double here, and I'm back with another reaction video today, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be going over a topic that gets brought up a lot. Uh, you know, especially when TJ Ward's around. I noticed that this topic gets brought up a lot. But which defense is better? 2015 Denver Broncos no-fly zone, or 2013 Seattle Seahawks Legion of Boom? And Speakeasy, they just recently, TJ Ward recently went on their podcast to talk about it. They talked about a lot of things. They had two debates, Texans and Broncos. First of all, I don't know how that became a conversation, because to be an all-time great defense, you do have to get that ring, man. That ring is important to be in that conversation. Now, then they had the debate. It seems that they had a debate between the Legion of Boom and the Broncos. So we're gonna go over this, see what they got to say, give my input, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. Everybody that does so, I greatly appreciate it. And be sure to follow the Twitch. We're on the road to 20 followers over there. And yeah, let's get into the vid, man.
I've been through this too.
You're not even going to try to debate that, right? You're just going to say the Seahawks are better?
Bro, I've had this, and I got all my cards in my hand.
Okay,
I'm ready
now
to throw everyone out.
Can we get more uncomfortable?
Let's do it.
Kieran, may I get his? It's about to get nasty.
Yeah, you about to go? You going back further?
No, 2013 is about to get nasty.
I was like, you can't go back further. Quarterbacks were throwing the football different if you go back further.
DBs,
Yes, sir.
they clear by a landslide.
It's a matter of opinion.
As a matter of fact.
I know it's a matter of opinion.
But
It's
first
opinion,
and foremost, do we want to start with the safeties? Because there's a
Let's
guy by the
start
name
with the
There's a
safeties.
guy by the name of Earl Thomas.
Yeah, good.
Who is probably the second best safety of the generation. Just
If you
while
say
we're here.
so, I don't believe that.
While
but if
we're,
you
just
say
while
so.
we're here.
What college did he go to?
He went to Texas, by the way.
Okay.
8-time All-Pro.
Oh, it's a Texas bias.
No. 8 of them.
Eight-time All-Pro.
8-time All-Pro. In case you were curious.
8 sounds a lot.
A lot. Only played like 10 years. 8-time All-Pro. There's a guy by the name of...
Yeah, 8-time All-Pro. As far as the safeties go, we get the edge. Just because Earl Thomas and who they had Darian Stewart. Earl Thomas and Darian Stewart's not a conversation. Now Cam Chancellor and TJ Ward, those two, that's a debate. That's a good debate. You know, TJ Ward and Cam Chancellor, that's a good one. You could talk about that. You make your pick. But I think just because Earl clears Darian Stewart completely, like landslide, actual landslide, I think that you have to give us the edge. Just because Darian Stewart don't have a seat at this table on this conversation. They had a good year, 2015. But as for we're talking about careers, like he said, 8-time All-Pro. And you gotta think Earl was out the league at what? Earl was out the league at like what, 31, 32? Something like that. So bro could have played another 2 years, possibly.
Cam Chancellor.
Oh, my God.
Respect both of those guys. Tremendous.
You can't disrespect them.
Yeah.
Then on
At
the
all.
outside, there's a guy by the name Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman?
Some people know about him.
Richard Sherman.
Yeah, one of
Richard
just
Sherman.
probably another top 2 defensive back.
Don't you ever disrespect me.
That one.
Okay.
That one. I don't think it's a conversation in secondary.
Okay. So you don't think it's a conversation with me and the safeties, Cam Newton and Earl Thomas? Now,
But who's playing next to you,
got
bro?
the
He said
awards, right?
Cam Newton.
When you get the awards,
Who's playing next to you? Roby?
Darren Stewart. Roby was our nickel.
Yeah, it was Darian Stewart.
Yeah.
Darren Stewart. I don't.
Shout out D. Stu.
Darren Stewart had an awesome season that year.
I mean,
You
he's,
know
not,
what
he's,
I'm
not,
saying?
he's not Cam Chancellor.
Longevity, you change teams.
He's not.
I would be in the Cam Chancellor. It would be me and Cam
I was
versus
trying to
Stewart.
Yeah, it would definitely, because TJ strong safety. So it would be Cam and TJ going back and forth, or going head to head in that matchup, or that debate, and then Earl and Darian Stewart. which that's not even a conversation. People disrespect Earl so much. I think people just forget. We're gonna have to watch an Earl Thomas highlight vid or something. I just get tired of people forgetting how cold dude was. That was one of the coldest safeties ever, bro. One of the coldest safeties ever. I'm not saying he's the, but that's one of.
I'm trying to be respectful.
Earl,
sure.
I can't put Earl in the same conversation.
Watch the season, baby.
I just
Watch the
I have to be
season.
respectful.
No, they had a
I
great
can't mention
season.
Stewart
Did you
and
know?
Earl
Did
Thomas
you
in the
know?
same
Did
sentence.
you? Hey,
That's
did
disrespectful.
you
I
know?
recently watched that game. I recently watched the AFC Championship game that they had against the Patriots, and they were clamping shit. They were clamping shit. But I just think when it comes to the Legion of Boom, when people bring up the conversation of Legion of Boom versus No Fly Zone, then you can't really have that conversation. Legion of Boom did that shit for 4 straight years. 4 straight years, the Legion of Boom led the NFL in points per game allowed. And I think rushing yards allowed too, if I'm not mistaken. Or it was something. I know that we were a hard team to run against. For like, it might have been for 3. I know the points per game shit was 4. Points per game shit was 4. And that shit was like that. That was crazy. But I think so. When you want to compare the two, the No Fly Zone, Legion Boom clears. But if you want to go off the season, the Super Bowl seasons, the Broncos have a case, for sure.
Did you know that Darren had a forced fumble and a sack in the Super Bowl?
I mean, it's
Did
cute.
you know he had
about
an
it.
interception in the AFC Championship game?
You was a great
Talk about
teammate.
it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm,
great-
hey,
phenomenal
teammate,
don't be
yeah.
disrespecting my dogs.
That's
We gonna be lying.
What is
TJ
disrespectful
Ward
is
is a good
putting Earl
teammate.
Thomas in the same
Bro,
conversation.
Earl
as
Thomas
that
played a
individual.
post. He played a post.
He played the post.
He played a post. That's it.
He played the whole field.
He played a
son.
post.
What you saying, boss?
He played a post.
Oh, okay. TJ, he ain't disrespected. Nah, Earl took away that deep half of the field. Not just the post. The go balls. He could come up, make tackles. Earl was sideline to sideline. Saying he played the post is kind of ridiculous. And then on top of that, I mean, if it do the 8-time All-Pro, just playing the post, then that already just eliminates whatever debate that you're trying to have here. Cause Earl, I'm gonna have to watch a highlight vid. We'll have to watch a highlight vid. So be on the lookout for that. It's probably gonna be the next vid is Earl Thomas career highlights or something. Because that disrespect is just like TJ Ward, great teammate. You're gonna stick up for your dogs. I get that, but trying to have Darian Stewart in the same conversation as Earl Thomas is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now 2015, he had a good year, man, for sure. But it's just the consistency, bro. Earl Thomas was doing that shit consistently. 8-time All-Pro. You heard them say it.
He does the post very well. He plays the post. He plays the post.
Let's talk Sherman to lead. Do we have? We don't
I'm
have
taking
to have
to
this
lead.
Nah, let's move forward.
I'm taking to lead.
And playing what, spades?
Man coverage. Hey, go get him. Go get him.
He's talking about
Give me
Uno.
your number
Yo.
one.
Oh yeah, I got
You
some.
know
I
what
got
I'm
some
saying?
vids to.
Yeah, he's
I
talking
got some
about-
vids to look
Hey.
at because people disrespect Sherm too, just because Dan Quinn, Pete Carroll, they didn't have him go and guard. They didn't have him travel. Now I don't think people understand that there was a game against a specific receiver who people often say has the greatest prime of any receiver, and Sherm actually traveled that game. And if y'all know what I'm talking about 2015 Seattle Seahawks versus Pittsburgh Steelers. Richard Sherman was actually traveling with AB. This is prime AB that we're talking about. This isn't New England AB. This isn't Tampa Bay AB. This is prime, who a lot of people will say he's had the greatest prime that a receiver has ever had. And Sherm was traveling that game. Sherm was traveling that game. So we might have to watch that as well. I ain't gonna cap. Because I'm tired of people forgetting, bro. I'm tired of people forgetting how cold the Legion of Boom really was. Like, they shouldn't be in these conversations when they are leading the league in points per game and shut down the greatest offense in modern NFL history.
Go get him.
Kinda,
There's nothing you can say in this conversation to pick anyone over the guys that I ran with.
Well, we have to go with numbers.
Thank you.
And what does the number say?
Thank you. And I have the numbers pulled up as well. And we can talk about it. 2013 Seattle Seahawks defense, I had this shit prepared, was historically dominant, leading the NFL in points allowed, yards allowed, and takeaways. Points allowed, 231 total. 14.4 points per game, the best in the NFL. And a team record. Yards allowed, 4,000. And they led the league in both passing and rushing. 39 takeaways. Highest in the NFL that season. Point differential, plus 186. Reflecting the defense's major contribution to the team's success. Defense allowed 2 touchdowns or fewer in 8 games in the regular season. Obviously, we know the 13-3 record. Defeated the Drew Brees-led Saints. Colin Kaepernick-led 49ers. And the Peyton Manning-led Broncos. Now, this was actually the Peyton Manning that was a dog. 55 touchdowns, I believe, is what he had. Greatest offense in history. To this point, greatest offense in history. And they got held to 8 points. Now, TJ Ward brings up that they shut down Cam Newton, who was the MVP. All right, now here we got the 2015 Denver Broncos. Now, points per game. This was 2015. Seattle. They had less points per game. Less total points. Less rushing yards allowed. Less rushing yards a game. They did beat them in passing yards. And passing yards a game. And total yards. And yards per game. But this was the 2015 Seattle Seahawks. This ain't even the team that we're talking about. And they were still second in the NFL. Well, as far as yards go. As far as points go, that's just still number 1. Just interesting. It's just interesting. It's interesting.
So the numbers: 2013 Legion of Boom defense. The
Okay,
Seattle
I know the
Seahawks.
numbers.
Yeah,
What,
I
they had
guess
more
the
turnovers?
They had
More turnovers.
They had
I
more
know
turnovers.
all the numbers.
They also had less yards per game given
Yes,
up.
they did. Barely.
They had-
But we had less yards per play.
Y'all
We had less yards per play.
okay? Y'all gave up
Yeah.
more points per game.
Because of what? You just mentioned it.
That's true.
You just mentioned the Peyton Manning stat, right?
That is true.
Okay, thank you.
That is true. Now look.
Yeah, that's true. Peyton Manning was
How many,
dog.
how many
Let's
points?
go.
Yeah, yeah.
How many
Hold on,
points
let's
did that? How many points did the Seahawks?
You
get?
guys-
How
hold
many
on,
points did the
hold on.
Seahawks?
One second.
Seahawks
One
scored
second.
that season?
The Denver Broncos had the number 1 offense in modern NFL history that season in 2013.
Thank you.
Oh, regular season.
Yes, sure, regular
Okay.
season. Yes.
Okay, but if we're doing regular season, then the shit that Cam Newton was doing, we could just say regular season. I mean, like, come on, you're like going against your own points here. You feel what I'm saying?
They made it to the Super Bowl on
Okay,
the back of
they
that
did.
offense.
And they
Wanna know what happened?
performed
And they scored
performed
8
well.
bomber clap points in the Super Bowl.
What does that have
They got
to do
ugly
with
fast.
us?
They got completely shut down.
What does that
completely
have to
shut
do
down.
In
with
the Super
our
Bowl.
defense?
Y'all played also an MVP of the league,
Yeah.
and y'all shut him down as well.
An
Exactly.
average offense.
He said exactly. But when you mentioned the Peyton Manning thing and that they were the best offense, regular season. So we could just say regular season for y'all shutting down Cam Newton.
Guess
Yeah.
what? That season, what did Cam Newton do to the Seahawks in the playoffs? He put up like 40 points on there.
That's true. That different team though.
Different team.
Different
We're not
team.
talking about
That
that
is
team.
that is a fact. Cam Newton, there was actually 31 points, and their defense scored. I remember that their defense scored. You know, Russell's throwing pigs, fumbling. I know he had a fumble. I know that they scored because who was that safety that they had next to? They had Trey Boston. I remember Trey Boston getting a turnover. And I don't remember if he took that for a touchdown or not. But I do remember they forced a fumble on Russ, I believe. And yes, he did. So I guess technically they did put 31 points. I'm trying to remember if if they scored that touchdown when we turned the ball over. And we almost came back in that game too, almost, because it was 31-0 at halftime. Final score was 31-24. So we almost had a comeback there. But TJ is not understanding this part. That was the 2015 Seattle Seahawks. We're not talking about 2015 Seattle. We're talking about the 2013 Seattle Seahawks. So yes, Cam Newton, you know what I'm saying, he did his thing against us. But that's not the team that we're talking about. If we're talking about 2015 Seahawks and Broncos, then, you know what I'm saying, I'll give the nod to the Broncos. I mean, they got the ring, you know, shut down the MVP. But the 2013 Seahawks did the exact same thing. But not just the MVP, they shut down the greatest offense in modern NFL history. That's why this debate, it can't be a debate, really. The 2013 Seahawks are better. It's just what it is. Now, if we're going by player, the Broncos, there are 2 DBs. Well, I'll say 3 DBs. Sherm, I'm taking Sherm. But Chris Harris Jr., I'm taking Chris Harris Jr. over Byron Maxwell. I'm taking Bradley Roby over, you know. We had Walter Thurman in the slot at some point. Jeremy Lane. We had. So I'm taking the Broncos guys. If we're going player by player. Now Bobby Wagner, Brandon Marshall, Bobby Wagner. And Von Miller kind of clears of our guys. But if we're just going off the numbers and defense itself.
Okay,
We're talking about 2013. You got to talk about when Cam was young. Chancellor, you know what I mean?
Do you think that last question for the last topic on the day? Do you think that the Denver Broncos 2015 defense is a top 5 defense since the turn of the century?
I think we're the number 1 defense of all time.
That's crazy. That nigga crazy. But he's going to say that because he played on that team. He going to say that. But it's just crazy to me because it's like, dang. And now TJ has his points. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that you look at the Super Bowl itself. You look at the numbers. Seattle clears. And that's just like I said, because men lie, women lie, numbers do not lie. The Legion of Boom was better. Or the 2013 Seahawks are better. Now, like I won't take anything away from that 2015 Denver Broncos team though, because they were cold, and they were really locking shit down. But I mean, you just can't. I mean, Seattle wins that. But yeah, that's the debate. We're gonna have to watch some. We'll have to watch some vids, because I think people are starting to forget. People are starting to forget. 1 second. But yeah, people are starting to forget that Earl Thomas was a dog. And we're also gonna have to watch that Richard Sherman AB matchup, because people always say that Richard didn't travel. Like I said, Dan Quinn didn't ask that of him. Pete Carter didn't ask that of him. When Dan Quinn left, we had Chris Richard. Didn't ask that of him. really either. And I feel like Sherm could definitely do it, man. Cause I mean, I watched him travel with AB in 2015. We're gonna have to watch that, bro. But yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if y'all want me to check out vids like this. Just do some, you know what I'm saying, get my opinions on some debates. Cause I love talking ball, man. I want to start a podcast so bad, or at least be a guest on a podcast so bad, and just talk ball. But yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. Be sure to go follow Twitch. Another 20 followers over there. The NFL season is right around the corner. I know it's taking forever. But we're gonna try to get right with it. This time we're gonna be reacting to all the Seahawks games. Cause I did only do the playoffs last time, but y'all rock with the playoff. My most viewed video at this time is that 49ers playoff game. And it's got like 1,300 views. So appreciate y'all for that. So we're gonna get that going again. And Seattle starts the season off. So that's awesome. You feel me? And then SummerSlam's also right around the corner for my wrestling people. I will be on live for that, God willingly. And I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.